Have you been feeling stiff, foggy, low on energy, even though you sleep enough, stretch enough, and eat well? It might not be your mindset. It might be your fascia. That thin web of tissue under your skin. It holds more than your muscles. It holds your chi or life force. But when fascia gets dry, it gets sticky, stuck, like emotional cobwebs tightening around your body. And when that happens, your chi doesn't flow. It leaks. You start feeling like you're running on empty. Western medicine calls it connective tissue, but ancient traditions, they called it something else, the silk that ties the soul to the body. And when it dries out, your spirit starts to dry with it. But the good news? You don't need hours of yoga or foam rolling. You just need for minutes, done the right way, to rehydrate, reconnect, and remember how to flow again. Let me show you how. For a long time, I couldn't figure out what was wrong with me. I wasn't sick, but I wasn't well either. I felt like I was slowly shutting down, like someone had pulled the plug on my energy, and all that was left with static. My body was tight no matter how much I stretched. My mind was foggy even after a full night's sleep. And my spirit, it felt far away, like I was living inside my body, but not really in it. I tried everything: yoga, supplements, lymphatic drainage, even infrared saunas. Some of it helped for a little while, but nothing touched that weird sense of inner dryness until one day, during a breathwork circle, someone guided us to press into the fascia just under our collarbones while exhaling through sound. It wasn't a big movement, barely noticeable, but suddenly my whole body started buzzing. Tears welled up, and for the first time in years, I felt moisture in my energy, not sweat, but flow. That was the day I realized it wasn't tension I needed to release, it was hydration. I needed to restore, not just physically, but energetically. Because when fascia dries up, it doesn't just restrict your movement, it restricts your light. And when your light gets stuck, you don't shine less, you just start to forget you ever could. In Western anatomy, fascia is just tissue, a thin, fibrous web that wraps around your muscles, bones, and organs like cling wrap. But in ancient traditions, fascia was never just tissue. It was sacred. In Chinese medicine, fascia is part of the Jing Luo system, the energetic rivers where qi flows. The Taoists called it the inner silk, a living fabric that ties the body, breath, and spirit together. And when that silk dries out, it doesn't just make you stiff, it makes you disconnected. In Ayurveda, there's a concept called Ojas, the subtle fluid of vitality. When Ojas dries, you feel anxious, brittle, exhausted, spiritually dehydrated. And what's wild is modern science is starting to catch up. We now know fascia is alive. It communicates through vibration. It responds to breath. It holds memory. It connects every part of you to every other part. Think of it like a spiritual irrigation system. When it's hydrated, your chi flows. When it's dry, your energy stagnates, or worse, leaks. That's why sometimes no amount of mindset work helps. Because the issue isn't in your mind. It's in the spaces between your muscles, between your organs, between your thoughts and your breath. And when those spaces dry out, you stop feeling like a human being and start feeling like a ghost in your own body. But here's the beautiful part. You can rehydrate your fascia. You can wake it back up. You can bring the water and the spirit back to your tissues. And it only takes a few minutes a day. Before we do anything, let me say this clearly. Your fascia will not open just because you want it to. It opens when it feels safe. So we begin not with movement, but with awareness. Find a quiet space. You can sit, stand, or lie down. Close your eyes for a moment. Bring one hand to your lower belly, the other to your chest. Now take a breath in through your nose and exhale through your mouth with a soft ha, like you're fogging up a mirror. Again, inhale gently and exhale like warm mist. As you breathe, feel your skin, not from the outside but from the inside. Can you feel the space between your skin and your muscles? Can you feel your body holding back? There's no need to fix anything. We're not here to force. We're here to listen. Say softly to yourself, it's safe to melt. It's safe to feel again. I am not in danger. You might feel heat rise. You might feel nothing. Both are perfect. Sometimes fascia opens slowly, like a flower in the dark, not because you push it, but because you stop pushing yourself. So before we move, just sit in this stillness a few seconds longer. Let your body know, this time, we're not doing this to perform. We're doing this to come home. Let's begin. Take your fingers and find the soft space just under your collarbones. Right where the chest begins to open. Now dash very gently. Use your fingertips to press and glide outward, not rubbing, not poking, just soft, slow strokes like you're smoothing silk underwater. As you do this, keep your breath soft, in through your nose and out through your mouth with a gentle hum. Try on exhale. Feel the vibration buzz under your fingertips. This is where the fascia starts to drink. Now place both palms over your ribs, one on each side. As you inhale, let the ribs widen like wings. As you exhale, sigh with sound, and feel your hands melt into your body. You might notice warmth or tingling or the urge to yawn. That's fascia waking up. Now slowly move one hand to your lower back, the other to your belly. As you breathe, imagine warm light flowing between your palms, front to back to front. Fascia loves this, not pressure presence. This whole sequence can take just for minutes, but it's not the time that matters. It's the way you show up. Not as a fixer, not as a pusher, but as someone finally saying, I see you, I feel you, let's flow again. Let that be your prayer. Not to do more, but to soften the space between what you've been carrying and what's ready to move. After any kind of release, physical, emotional, energetic, your body needs something sacred, containment, not control, not tension. Just a soft return to yourself. So when you finish the practice, resist the urge to jump up. Don't scroll. Don't distract. Just pause. Place your hands on your lower belly. Feel the warmth. Feel the weight. Feel you coming back into you. Now rub your palms together until they're warm. Then cup them over your heart, and then gently move them to your jaw, your ribs, your belly, wherever you felt the most release. As your hands move, imagine you're sealing the energy back into your tissues, not locking it in, but welcoming it home. Visualize golden liquid light like honey melting into your fascia, rehydrating the web inside you. You can whisper, thank you, you're safe now. You can stay. You might feel a little empty or a little dazed. That's okay. That space you feel, that's the space where flow returns. That's the place where healing lands. Because fascia doesn't just respond to movement. It responds to attention, to rhythm, to stillness after the sound. This is where integration happens. This is where chi remembers where to go. Let yourself rest in that space, even for a minute, even in silence. That's not the end of the practice. That is the practice. Maybe no one ever taught you how to soften, how to slow down, how to feel without needing to fix. Maybe the women in your family held it all in their shoulders, and the men locked it deep in their jaws. Maybe you inherited a body that never learned how to rest without guilt, and yet, here you are, doing something wildly different. Not because you're broken, but because you're finally listening to your body, to your fascia, to your flow. And when you do that, when you press your palm into your belly and exhale with sound, you're not just hydrating tissue, you're reclaiming rhythm, the rhythm of blood, the rhythm of breath, the rhythm of chi, that sacred current that never stopped flowing. You just forgot how to feel it. And the truth is, chi never leaves you. It waits. In the dry places, in the pauses, in the silent soft spaces you've been too busy to enter. But when you return to those places, with warmth, with breath, with tenderness, you become the healer your lineage forgot. You don't have to hold everything anymore. You don't have to stay tied to stay safe. You get to move and melt. And remember, my body is water. My fascia is the riverbed. My life force flows when I stop trying to control the tide. This isn't self-care, it's soul remembrance. And every time you return to this practice, you remind your body it was never the problem. It was always the portal. If something shifted in you today, even a tiny flicker, don't rush to explain it. Don't try to name it. Just let it ripple. Maybe you feel softer. Maybe you feel raw. Maybe you feel like nothing happened at all. That's okay. Your fascia doesn't move on command. It moves when it feels met. And sometimes the deepest shifts happen in silence, like groundwater rising after the rain. So if you can, give yourself the gift of integration. Drink something warm. Take a walk without your phone. Lie down with your hand on your belly and just breathe. And when you're ready, I'd love to hear from you. Did anything come up during the practice? Did you yawn, cry, shake? Did your body remember something you didn't know you forgot? Your story might be the very medicine someone else needs today. When we share, we make healing a shared frequency. And if this resonated with you, I'll be sharing more body-based rituals, fascia flows, and energy healing practices to help you rehydrate what's gone dry, Make sure you're subscribed if that feels right, dog. Until then, move like water, breathe like the wind, rest like the earth. And remember, you were never stiff. You were just waiting to be softened with love. And now you are.